Welcome to Village Teacher Tools Spoken English Practice. I will be narrating the complete story, The Little Gingerbread Man. After each sentence, you can pause the video and practice it. After you complete all the 7 pages, you will be acquainted with all the words. So you can actually continuously read along, or you can pause wherever you want to practice again. The Gingerbread Man is a folk tale. Folktale means it is a story which is passed by the word of mouth, means without any written scripts, it has been passed from person to person. తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే ఇది ఒక జానపదం అన్నమాట. పుస్తకాల్లో రాసి ఉండకపోయినా ఒకళ్ళ నుంచి ఒకళ్ళు చెప్పుకొని అది అలాగా రూపాంతరం చెంది అందరికీ తెలిసిన స్టోరీ లాగా ఉండిపోతుంది అనమాట, ఒక కథలాగా. తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే ఇంతకుముందు ఒక కథలు ఉన్నాయి కదా, అనగనగా ఒక రాజు ఉన్నాడు, రాజుకి 7 కొడుకులు ఉన్నారు, 7 కొడుకులు వెళ్ళి 7 చేపలు తెచ్చారు. ఇది ఎవరు స్టార్ట్ చేశారు, ఎవరు మొదలు పెట్టారో ఎవరికి తెలియదు, కానీ జనాల్లో అలా ఉండిపోతుంది అనమాట. అలాంటి స్టోరీనే ఇది కూడా, ద జింజర్బ్రెడ్ మ్యాన్. Gingerbread Man. Once upon a time, there was an old woman who lived with her husband on a farm at the edge of the town. She liked baking gingerbread. She baked gingerbread cookies, cakes, and gingerbread people, decorated them with chocolate, peppermint, caramel, candies, and colored icing. As she baked, the sweet, spicy smell of gingerbread brought children running to see what she would offer them that day. Children loved her treats and gobbled up so fast that she had hard time keeping her supply of flour and spices to continue making the batches of gingerbread. Sometimes children reached through her kitchen window to grab gingerbread pieces and cookies. Once, a whole tray of gingerbread cookies vanished mysteriously. She and her husband thought, "Oh, these naughty children, they can just knock on the door and we will give them our gingerbread cookies." One day, she made a batch of extra big gingerbread men, but for the last gingerbread man, she ran out of batter, so she made him half the size of the others. She decorated the gingerbread men with socks, shirt, and pants of different colors. For the little gingerbread man, she felt sorry and gave him more color than the others. "He's small," she thought, "but I'll make him look special." The old woman kept the rack on the kitchen window sill to cool and went to finish her household chores. The gingerbread men lay quietly with their eyes gazing at the sky and the puffy clouds. Suddenly, a voice came from somewhere. "Get up, get up, come with me." The old woman and her husband came running to see who was speaking. It was a butterfly flying just outside the window, so beautiful, and her wings were exceptionally pretty with patterned blue. There was no reaction from the gingerbread men. They kept staring, but the smallest gingerbread man hopped up from the tray and leaped off the kitchen window sill onto the grass below faster than the butterfly could say hurry. "Where are you going?" he asked eagerly. "We will go far away and enjoy the beauty of the woods." Before the butterfly finished speaking, children appeared in the lawn. They were surprised and delighted to see the little gingerbread man. They started screaming with wonder and began to chase him. Stop, stop, they shouted. We want to eat you. The gingerbread man, flipping his little legs, started to run faster to escape. He yelled, I will not stop. Catch me if you can. Run, run as fast as you can. I am the gingerbread man. The children could not catch him. Until he was out of their sight, he ran continuously and reached a pasture where two horses were grazing. He sat down on a rock near the fence to rest. Don't stop, said the butterfly, fluttering nearby. I want to rest, he said. That was a mistake, as one of the horses jogged over to the fence and to see the little wonder. Oh, what a fragrance you have, little gingerbread man! Come near, so that I can smell you better. The little gingerbread man shook his head, but quickly the horse jumped the fence and began galloping after him. So he rose to run even more swiftly. He started singing, I outran the children, and I'll outrun you. Run, run as fast as you can. Catch me if you can. I'm the gingerbread man. The horse ran and ran, but it could not catch him. Whoever saw the gingerbread man, they want to eat him. He asked the butterfly, Do you want to eat me? She laughed and said, I sip nectar, not gingerbread. Now you know, you are my friend, and friends don't eat friends. The gingerbread man felt relaxed at the reply. Then suddenly a dog with a keen nose came licking his muzzle at the sight of the gingerbread man and said, Little gingerbread man, you look tired. If you want, you can rest a while. And he started stepping closer and closer. The little gingerbread man sensed the danger, and the butterfly flipped from the grass. The little gingerbread man took off running on his tiny heels. He shouted, I outran children, I outran a horse, I'll outrun you too. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. The dog could not catch him. The little gingerbread man and the butterfly reached a stream. There was a fox behind a bush. Looking at the gingerbread man, he said, May I help you? The butterfly was quick to respond. No, thank you. We are going to fly across this stream. The fox glanced at the butterfly. Are you going to carry him? I'm sure you will drop him. I guarantee it. The little gingerbread man started doubting. Will the butterfly really carry him? Her wings were so thin and delicate. He was frightened with the thought of falling into the cold water and crumbling into bits. He said to the fox, I outran the children. I outran a horse. And I outran a dog. Will you keep me safe and not eat me? Of course, the fox assured him before the butterfly could say anything. I eat only meat. Here, ride on my bushy tail. Let's go. So the little gingerbread man climbed onto the fox's tail and they entered the water. The fox's tail began dipping into the water. You're too heavy for my tail, he said. Climb onto my back. The little gingerbread man did as he was asked. The water began creeping up the fox's back, forcing the little gingerbread man to climb higher to the fox's neck. That's not good enough, I'm afraid, said the fox. Climb to my head. Now The little gingerbread man was terrified. But what could he do? He climbed to the fox's ears. "Oh, little gingerbread man, you have to climb onto my nose," insisted the fox. "Otherwise, I can't help you. Don't you see? The water is getting deeper." The little gingerbread man climbed on to the fox's nose. Next moment, the fox tossed him into the air, opening his jaws wide open to eat him. The little gingerbread man's eyes rounded with fear because he knew he was going to be eaten. The gingerbread man and the fox forgot about the butterfly. She grabbed her friend by one leg and rescued him. She flew higher and higher until the stream and the fox were out of sight. "You are able to carry me?" cried the little gingerbread man. "Yes," she answered. "I'm stronger than you could imagine. Now I'll take you somewhere safe. Safe." She flew with her over the farm, fields, forests, and even mountains. They reached a lake. Its water were calm like pale glass. There was an island in the middle of the lake, lined with forest trees. She flew down and down and down until they came to the foot of a pine tree. The little gingerbread man could not believe his eyes. Beneath that pine tree was the most beautiful gingerbread house. Through the front door of the gingerbread house came a gingerbread man and a gingerbread woman. Seeing the butterfly and her companion, they smiled excitedly, waving their gingerbread hands. "Oh, what have you brought us?" cried the gingerbread woman. "I think that's obvious, dear," said the gingerbread man. "She's brought us a gingerbread boy. Do you realize that? Now we can be the family we always wanted." It was true. The butterfly had intended all along to bring these three together. The little gingerbread man had not known that he was in reality a gingerbread boy. It was all so sudden but wonderful. When both his gingerbread parents each gave him a loving hug, he knew he was home. The gingerbread family went inside their gingerbread house to celebrate, and the butterfly remained outside on the roof day and night. They all lived happily ever after.